the last time at Champions. So unless history is going to repeat itself, you have to look at this team as one of the favorites to make it out.
Well, with the teams in this group.
Oh my!
Oh, look at this early push. DJZ already in there for the early duel.
Especially with the KJ utility.
Yeah, of course they saw 3 players. There's 1 unaccounted for with that recon. Whoa, no! NCR somehow ends up walking out of there with a kill. A shock dart through to further harass, and okay.
Turret also going to give them a little bit of extra information as the swing comes through, and well, unless Stax is going to get a couple more of those, it's going to be a relatively easy cleanup. Also, Marco had an incredible tournament over in Copenhagen, especially within the group stage. I think if you look at the stats, he was by far the best when it came to Astra gameplay. So there's definitely some huge positives here, and well, unfortunately for Buzz, that is kind of going to be his role within this map, and especially when you don't have any weapons on the other side, you can't really expect much on the side of DRX.
That's exactly the thing, right? You've got a classic. Now, they have put Quick down to just 20 HP, but was able to quite isolate that fight in time, and despite a decent amount of damage across the board, DRX
just to delay them that little bit more.
Yeah, smart move. They'd already seen the turret as well. DRX are going to be blitzing out to take this fight. Already, though, NCR in with 1. Quick's on the site, but now has support. He only had a Spectre to play with, but the Guardian joins him up, and now the damage is starting to swing their way, at least a little bit. Furia doing quite a bit. That shock dart not going to quite cancel the plan, but the players rushing in have, and now there's no time to get it down. What a disaster for DRX as Furious. It's got to be so frustrating to play against if you're DRX. And they waited for that play in just the previous round. They were ready. Oh, what? Stax has a chance. A small chance, but a 1v2, a rifle, 20 seconds, spike down on the other side. So yeah, he is going to call for the save in the end. Or make his way back over towards these guys. 10 seconds on the clock. This man is going for it. He hasn't got the spike. He needs the kills, and well, the time isn't there to find them now. They're just running for the hills.
Yeah, he's just trying to do a little bit of extra damage. That's exactly what he's doing.
But right back into it. But what I was saying was frustrating for DRX. They waited for that B main push in the buy round, and then he does it versus an eco with an op. Come on, man.
Enemy kill.
Flash out, DJZ doesn't even get the chance. It's messing around the corner for 3. Oh, DRX are not having a good time here. That pop flash was absolutely sublime. Mako's got it all to do, 25 seconds. And you know what, Tom? It's not only the entirety of the enemy team, they all have full health, 0 damage done. Mako is alone in this round.
They were just pushing him. They want to try and get this go. It's very disjointed from Furia, allowing him these 1v1 fights, but I feel like you're just seeing the confidence of this roster at the moment, just trying to wipe out Marco and his remaining weapon. The other players just falling back, and DJZ, of course. he's again looking to just lead the charge. Everybody else actually sectioned off behind him. The stun not going to connect, and it's an easy kill for Khalil. Like, not really getting anything from it. The rest of the team just very far behind and just allowing for these isolated duels. It'll be a single kill for Zest. Being reclaimed is whether or not they actually check some of these close angles.
But there's players tucked in those corners. Buzz being the first. He's only caught the hand! Furious somehow get out. It looks like it's planned. Obviously, this is just some player on the back of the site now. They have that information to play with. They need to take him down, though. The plan needs to come in now, and there's no time. It's done already. Another successful defender round for Furia. Opportunities for sure. Already started out by losing Buzz, though. That Blade Storm deleted, and Furia, they just showed no signs of weakness. Losing 1 player a second to fall, but they have 3 more to take this man down, and in fact...
Where's he going? Oh, come on. The man doesn't operate, he just runs at him with the...
He is watching, but he's being revealed. Still waiting, the flash goes through, the shot rings out, and he makes it out with his life. Being pressured from absolutely every side. 1 for DJZ, he's going in for 2, but Stax will punish him at last. Still though, look who's in the corner, only good for 1. This is finally DRX with a head start in the round. They've gotten themselves onto a site.
As said, if you can trade that man 1-for-1, that's absolutely fine. At least he's not still surviving in the backlines, causing you issues. And someone who is Marco. Finally, he's going to get the kill. But it does give Quick a chance. Both players forced into the back corner. Maybe a little bit wary. The players are still towards main. But in fact, they are both at the back of site.
It's pretty huge as well. They had the Omen. They had the paranoia to potentially clear out this exact position. But with him gone, Quick's got it all to do. And swinging through that angle is going to have to be a 180 spin to finish off the second player. Good luck. He certainly needed.
The fact he's activated his dash makes me think he might actually be attempting to go through it. And well, they're starting to predict. Buzz on the board as well. He's had a very quiet start to this game, but they're finally starting to read that aggressive Brazilian operator player. Quick does catch Stack though, and that actually leaves this B site not as well effective as you'd hope it to be, because they're only splitting through mid now. Nobody coming through B main.
With the door closed, they couldn't even punish him. The damage has been done to some of the teammates here for DRX. That being one of them, RB though just about survives. A sliver of health, a shock dart in to try and take him down. But it doesn't. It leaves him still on 70. He's happy and safe in that corner, and he's going to remain tucked in while his teammate plants. Here's the flash to try and initiate, gain some space. One kill, the big in from mid. Great shutdown from RB, and a follow-up, little bit of damage. A tickle onto Mazin. Mako, known to be on the site, known to be sneaking around here somewhere. Still got a flash to clear on through, and look at Mazin, he hit behind the boxes. He blocked the flash perfectly, and the timing on the swing. A smoke that's gone to middle. This leaves them open. The one-way smoke no longer in play on short. Khalil's been tagged up on the way. In fact, no one's too healthy in this fight.
Spike down A.
At least it's good old Stacks on 13. 1 versus 4. He almost had it earlier, Tom. This time the spike's in front of him. But guess who's behind him?
Yeah, it's just not going to be happening. Well, from this position, literally moments ago, I know he's already popped it, so he can get out of there. Never mind. He's still going to get a couple of kills. Now his teammates actually swinging alongside. Zest has done a fantastic job to at least turn the tide a little bit, but it's still going to be all left on to Stack.
Position, that's perfect, because QCK then should have the flank. That's ridiculous, though. A quick stinger kill, giving an opportunity. Quick, though, has managed to sneak through. He did reposition, and he's dropped the spike. Now where do you go as RB? He hasn't got a flash left to play with, has got his nade at least. But the thing is, you can run down the clock all you want. The spike is there. You've got to go to that position. He knows it, but quick.
Okay.
Nuts. I don't know how they've gotten that much space for free, but DRX, again, they leave gaps, and Furia fill them instantly.
Yeah, it's down to Stacks and Zest to try and pull off a miracle once again. Not looking likely. Never mind. 2 quick kills. Zest has somehow come out with a couple of his own. This round doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and it doesn't matter anyway. Able to gain any manner of space. After plant already going to be coming through, and Marzin, he just loves a little bit of aggression. Already looking to try and get that ultimate online, and they're pushing into the smokes. All right, Digizen. Okay.
Yeah, Furia.
Pulling them in. 30
The
seconds
timing
left.
here is going to be everything, and he manages to hold on to A-Long. It's an important position. RB is being wrapped on as well. Players looking to come from above. Are they actually going to clear out this position? That's the thing. He still sits under the mount. Has eventually been spotted in the double peak. We'll bring this back into a 2v2. With Marco going down as well. NCR even goes aggressive and manages to turn it once more. The thing is, he needs to get that plant in. Seconds remain, and looking to just try and retrieve it. He is just about going to be able to get it down, but Zest now able to reposition back through the door. Looking for the push in towards the site, and he's taken a slightly more aggressive position than might be expected from Marzin, and he's not quite going to be able to win the fight.
He's going to be naded out of the corner. He still gets one before going down. A life for a life. A happy trade for Furia, I think. They end up in a 3 versus 2, even with Khalil being incredibly low. That Hunter's Fury is trying to hunt it down. Both him and Quick just need one hit from it, but none land, and then Zest loses his life.
Spike planted.
He's needed again. Stacks came close earlier to having that first clutch of the tournament. Now placed into a 1v3 turn 2. One of the players desperately low. The Nightfall's going to give away his position. Down to just 1. NCR though, I think that...
Again, end up with a round, and now they're up against pistols. But he got 2. He got 2 there. So even despite some amazing early duels for DRX, they're only 1 man ahead, and they haven't managed to recover those dies. Round's probably over from the flank alone. But as they get ever closer, there's the info. Player behind. Solid to play with at least. Shock darts coming up and over. I don't think Quick... Oh, he's actually slightly out of position for those. Perfect. I wonder whether that was an expected outcome. Either way, they've gotten themselves the plant, and now a 2v3. They win a lot of these, and they've already seen Buzz on the site, but nothing they can really do about that. Khalil is left alone, shut down, and DRX find fun. I'm not fully sure what the intention is here, and I don't think they are either. Just trying to create opportunities wherever they can. They're expected. After that shrouded step, Khalil had no chance of that going undetected with so many players around. Okay, 1 kill, but what's it going to do with 10 seconds on the clock?
10 seconds left.
All right, 2 kills. That's, yep, that's a little better.
He doesn't have time to plant, so it doesn't actually make that much of a difference. There's still going to be a purchase in the next round, and if anything, probably just wants to try and retrieve one of the weapons, and eventually goes down.
Mako's barrel just there, maybe not. That flash possibly blinded them just enough. Mako up close, it's good for 2! He's got the spike right at his feet. He's hunting down the Sova as well. Realizing now, though, he's in trouble. They can come from either side. He's going to duck himself into wine and hope his teammates can provide a little bit of cover, a little bit of a distraction. 20 seconds left, and that spike has to be retrieved. The onus is on NCR, he's up close. This fight could determine it all, and the attackers are the ones to win it. A quick flank from Stax, but is it quick enough? 10 seconds on the clock. The spike needs to be planted, and he's got the angle. Spike dropped. Time is so low. They've got to put it down right now. It's being planted and no denial. They have just about gotten it. The 1v1 as Buzz tries to keep DRX alive, and he'll get it on the Blade Storm. At flaws we've seen in the first half now starting to be corrected, but hold on, quick pace out of Furia. They're already on the site. Well, if they can deal with Zest, that is. 3 players coming down the alley. He's dropping off, trying to find a safe haven towards the back of the site. They're going to waterfall, but with just pistols, they don't stand too much of a chance. Good kill, but damage taken. That makes it all too easy for Mako. Quick, the last man alive, Sheriff in hand. 2 players to take down, and not quite. But that's because they've got this lockdown to push them all the way back.
Oh, he's actually been caught out. That was a spam through the wall that's managed to clear Buzz. He was maybe trying to stick around a little bit too long. Khalil was going to clear the site, and it is going to have to be that retake. And look at Digis and go, but he's going to be punished this time. A chance to play the 5v4, but maybe getting a little bit greedy here. And as said, there are some solid retake pieces of util to get back in here.
They've had success with those pieces of aggression before. I can understand Dijsen going for it, but now the trouble, having that one less player. RB, though, makes up for it with Mazin down. An off angle for Quick, but he doesn't find the kill. Again, an opportunity for DRX to get back in here. A 4 versus 2. The jump peek! What a swat! Oh, no! Utility coming his way as well. But he's holding strong for now. And he knows main is covered by his teammates, so that's never going to be a worry.
At least 1 kill coming through, but
One enemy
not really
remaining.
anything to write home about again. Buzz able to shut them out. It's going to be the remaining player looking to push through onto RB.
Dressed, they're using up all their timeouts. They've got 2 rounds to close this one out, and Buzz has found the open. The dash already activated, the window wide open for him to dash back, and he'll get this shot and out of there safely. DRX. This has been tough. I cannot imagine what the mental must be like for them. You've only got your 2-man hold on this site. Hunter's Fury through to try and grab info, and the timing is great for Dijsen, winning that fight at long last, but he might go down to the Hunter's Fury. He barely avoided it. Just about stayed alive. RB, though, he's putting up the hold that DRX need. A 3v3, a 3v2. RB single-handedly keeping this team alive. The ace almost at hand. The shorty's out to try it. It's stolen. As
of them in the previous half, it is going to be won by Mazin. Back to his success, and more importantly, that knife is going to catch a couple of players. They know they're pushing short.
Well, that nade through as well. They're going right into Dijsen's hands, but he's only good for 1. The further aggression, he thought that was the first guy, and the others were behind the nade, but no, now they're behind them, starting to make their way up and out of heaven. The flash about to come through, and Khalil's being left unchecked. They were looking at main. They didn't think about under, and they'll regret that for the rest of this round, and it's not too long. He's going up and in. The flash is there, and he's got 2.
Maniac.
Buzz is still going. Another dash online to work with. He has the escape to play with, and he doesn't even need it. 4 for Buzz. Another phenomenal DRX round. This defense is unstoppable. Well, unless NZR has something to say about it. 3 players to take down. Buzz still lurking around, and they've got the spike on lock. I don't think you'll expect Mako to be on short either. There's just so much going against him.
He's got plenty of time. That's the one thing in his favor, and he has been a player to turn up in the late round scenarios for Furia. An attempt to try and take them through in the first OT. But instead, we've actually got RB just watching for that position. Maybe even spotting out the jump peaks at this point. And just so much time being wasted at this stage. Almost needing to try and just make a move, find a battle, but with all the spots that are currently being held by DRX, as you said, it's going to be very difficult to get any sort of free fight.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
he's still possible for Buzz. He's about to get contact, but Mako swings in to dash out. That causes more problems, but a good off angle for NCR. He's going to hold it on. Oh, no, he's being flashed! That was perfect timing! And RB follows up with a wall bang. This round might just be in DRX's hand. They might just have broken the curse of the attacking side that we've seen all map long. Mazen being watched.
Oh, it didn't get him. It didn't get him. The flash just a little bit too shallow. I think it was playing for if someone was a little bit deeper onto the corner and just sitting back passive is enough. Digizin with an operator trying to peek back in. It's just not going to be easy. So it is the charge being taken by Khalil, but you can see just how passive DRX is sitting. They're not taking any risks. They're not giving any fights. They don't care if they all go down to the spike. It's OT. It's not like the finances matter. They can just sit there and wait out this clock. They will be taking that first attacking round. There's absolutely nothing the remaining players can do about it. In fact, they don't even know what the plan was. Just pad the stats a little bit.
Good save.
Hey!
Little info for him there as they cross over, starting to swarm into the site. Cautiously, Furia approach. They've got so many players to deal with. One-to-one trades are fantastic. They've got sight. They've got the plant. And there's no way to deny this for DRX. Still a full belt utility for RB. It's something to play with, but it's 2 versus 3.
Where's the hesitation? DRX just didn't believe they would commit back into the B side, so the other players are just so desperately far behind. The thing is, though, a lot of their defensive round came off of these clutches. RB's just going to get headshotted the second he throws out the nade, and while
taking the info out of their hands and really neutering this B play, they've got to go right back to the site. They're boxed in, and Dijazin's missed the shot. A rarity, and another ringing up shot with no kill on the other side. A disaster here for Furia as they lose all of their players on B. They've lost the site, the plant is in, and DRX seem to have figured this one out.
Yeah, the same risks that were paying off so massively when it came to regulation have just started to fail. I think a lot of that is Buzz warming up into the series. Like, not able to connect his shots initially. Amar now, but he's at an impossible play from NCR. Just holding the top of mid, he manages to catch out Marco. That's a lot of the utility gone, but look at the rotation. They're already within the site. Almost a little bit confused. The spike is on the deck. It's left now to Digizin, and NCR's still rotating. He hasn't made it to the site yet, and they're just running out of time. That 1v1 not working, and NCR 15 seconds, so many players still to find. He needs an utter miracle, and there is no hope. DRX from 12-4 down, they are going to be closing this one out. There is nothing he can do. 16-14. So there's plenty of utility that they can try and utilize to get back into this position, but there's counters on the other side. Buzz leading the charge, though, already opened up, but there's a pretty passive hold from the remaining players other than the rotation of Digizin.
I love that idea. Smoke out long, paranoia back sight. You've got all the control you need. Now it comes down to blind fire through the smoke. Body blocks coming in, and that diffuse through to their spawn. Now they're aware of this. They know the control they've given up, and they know how these players work. Right on into the site and take it down immediately. The rest of the players are coming through with pistols. We've got a headhunter taken out of the round, so that won't be doing anything. And then range is just a lost cause for Furia from this point forward. You've got Ghosts, got a classic.
Well, that's the thing. Coming into the series, seeing Buzz on Jet, it excited me. Because this was the agent where ultimately he made his name as one of the best players. Definitely from Korea, probably the best, but one of the best in the world even. He could challenge versus anyone. Went over to Chamber, had some success regionally. I don't think it really worked on the world stage. Now he's back on Jet. He started very, very slow, but since then he has been destroying anybody that even walks into his path. So the fact that he's also kicked this off with a bang, he's only a couple of orbs away from actually being able to get a Blaze Storm online. And while these remaining players, I don't really know what they can really hope to achieve. It's going to be playing completely different to him.
Just, immediate push straight down to short. DRX really want to take the fight to them, and that is a fantastic early duel. Mako down to 5 HP, Buzz to 45. Not the greatest in terms of health bars, but they've got 4 weapons against 3, and in a low buy round like this, that's a perfect trade right off the rip.
Yeah, they 4-stacked A. Like, they had 4 players pushing deep in towards that A side. Maybe a hard read on what Furia like to do in some of these earlier rifle rounds, especially when you're up against SMG. The A side can give you some pretty favorable fights. They haven't fallen off, though. And in fact, the push coming in from behind Marco, if he can even get one here, it'd be fantastic. But, well, asking a little bit too much of him. That flank, though, is going to be coming through very quickly indeed, and nobody on the other side has realized it yet.
Yeah, that timing is just perfect. And when players possibly still making some noise on long, if they do, maybe it would draw their eyes to the other side. Buzz tucking in, taking advantage of his 45 HP. Of course, we lost Mako, the other low player, so now DRX are almost reset in this fight, and with DJs down, Furia are backed into a corner. Khalil is the only man left alive. 3 players to take down. They've all got weapons, and Buzz is claiming his second. Next round, and you die, your teammates all have pistols now. Yeah. Whereas if you have a rifle, then at least they can pick it up. But you can certainly understand both sides of the coin. He will be using it next round. Well, I don't know about that. I'll tell you what, he ain't using it here. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and they're just big whatsoever, and already there's going to be RB. Whoa, a little bit of dancing with Khalil on the other side, but what does Marzin even do here? 15 seconds, as you said, they got tour de force for next round, so I guess just try and save the gun.
Towards the site, but it gets the players out and a foothold in to play from. Now range is on their side, and as you can see, right away that's a problem for Marzin. Supportive utility gone, Deason with one operator covering up close, dashing out of the way, and they might need to still swing to confirm defuse isn't underway. No, they actually don't, they can see it from the cubby. Planted out a little bit wider than I'd expected. Oh, they've got the reveal was a little bit too high. Still in for the kill, though!
And with that deep operator, Garrett's still under their control, and of course Marco's just going to keep jump spotting towards that C site. They have all the information they could possibly need at this stage.
He's ready. He saw that flash come around towards long.
RB, his position is going to be revealed. He actually goes swinging in instead, though. Uses that ult against them. It may have given away his position, but he can still just fight them tooth and nail. This man's crosshair placement has been on point today. 3 kills already, locking down this C site single-handed. He's going to have the rifle to play with. Information is definitely going to be garnered by Marco, knowing that the majority of the players are here, and it seems like Digizon is just going to try and do this almost on his lonesome. Peeking straight in, doesn't even think of the angle that Buzz is currently sat on. Again, just having an absolute field day. I'm going to try and play within the smoke. He's been pinged up, but nobody's actually playing off the utility from Furia.
He's 11-1 right now. Oh, the death? Where's the death? He's still alive! 12 health! Somebody kill him! Hey.
Oh, no.
I don't think Buzz would mind me saying this, but he was trash last map at the start. Like, absolute garbage. And now he comes in. And now he comes in, and he's a... Sure, it is optimism, but just not great. It's not a good sign to see those little micro plays not working out.
He's just running in! Just landing everything, but there's been trades. A couple of kills going back in the other direction. NZR still hiding within the smoke, but Stax is going to be able to drop at least one more. Get the tap onto the spike, the swing out drops one more, and this wraparound from Digizon. There's nobody on it, at least at the moment he lands that first headshot. The tap, it's going to take him away, and please just get much support within the site. Playing around the edge of the smoke. They're going to check the corner. They're going to pre-fire it. Maven now just push back into that same angle. Paranoia through Nightfall on the other side. They're going to be tagged up, and the Prowlers are giving away information. The spam coming through is at least going to garner them at least a little bit extra. Marco unable to hit the shots, though, as Khalil will trade things back, but the Rolling Thunder has forced them back out of this site. Still with a chance to reset, but unfortunately the spike is down with Stax.
Yeah, so that rotation can be cancelled out, though, because they've got an ultimate. Khalil should be able to drop his way onto the A site and get them that plant. Now, they're running over as we speak. The ult is already popped. They're going to make it through, grab that spike, and now run to site. But look who's waiting for them, sitting here. The smoke on its way, but Buzz was down below, an unaccounted for angle. And now it's left to one man, but DJ's in the... Oh, he doesn't even get a rifle, like a fully automatic one. He's down to the Guardian. The best to try and take 2 players. He's trying to shoot him out of the sky. The first is his. Another clutch potentially for Deason. 10 seconds though. He needs to get this spike planted here and now. And Buzz is evading him, dancing around the site. It's now or never for Deason, and he finds it. Your Marzin does not look comfortable on this agent. Khalil does not look comfortable on this agent. There are issues here for Furia that make me think this is not going to be just a reset. And okay, they get a few kills, but DRX again come out on top, and the flank is being watched. Mako's got the intel! Oh, that's a mistake! But he gets away with it.
Paranoias? I heard you saying something about...
He got all 3! He got all 3!
No, he missed, though. Still. Some low players over on the DRX side. Paranoia not going to connect onto anyone. The cross being held by Marco. Actually, one goes down to an aftershock. And, well, a nasty shock for Furia fans, because Khalil now left to try and fight everybody stunned up, hit by the smoke. jittering in those back corners, and well, I don't see any way in at this point.
The rest of the team blitzing in. A plant already going to be attempted as Buzz takes the back of the site. Mazin down, Breach gone, and DRX reset with mid control. They have got this under the thumb. And Furia, this was supposed to be the
not this
easy
again.
round. But
And well, the remaining players should get to hold on to their weaponry unless RB can...
I've said it so many times at this point if you're Furia, like, hey guys, it's okay. It's only eight rounds in a row, 7 rounds in a row, 6 rounds in a row. And then you come to this map and DRX continuously just boomed them. Quick has been wall-banged. Fantastic. No, but they've smoked it out and they clear it.
Buzz is on fire.
Oh!
Just destroying them. That's the thing. I don't know what was happening in the first half of the first map, but he has been a different beast all the way through, and not a single battle has gone the way of Furia in this round. They take the time, get the orb, go back. I'm going to go plant. I'll get my ult as well, just in case we need it for the next round. But I'll be honest, even just the manner of which they're winning these rounds is so dominant. They're being sent into the A site. You can see the aggression coming through, and the majority of players going to get caught. NZR does manage to at least catch one. The problem is his teammates out of the site. The flank coming in quickly might be able to catch someone, but Zest is watching for it, and it doesn't seem to matter what member of DRX has taken the battle. That man had 3 kills and just got his 4th doing that. Just decimating the star player of this Furia roster, and the remaining 2, you've just got to be questioning, what do you even do here? You've got nothing to play with, a paranoia, a stun, a single flash to try and get you back through, and you've got to get past the raid boss of this shorty. It's Khalil down, and it's all left onto Mazin. They're even getting a little bit of BM just at the close of the game, because
Go on, Buzz.
it almost could have been so different for Furia. Instead, it is a 13-4, closing it out in style for the Korean roster of DRX. A little bit slower to start this time around,